like I can't even describe it, but I cherish it every second that I can, every second of every day. We just had our prayer, our DB prayer we do every Wednesday outside. He was next to me, and I just grabbed his hand a little bit harder just because, you never know when, like, the last day could be that you getting to experience something like this, So I'm cherishing it every moment I can.
Jay Coffey on the vid, and the world is just shocked, saddened by what we saw out there. Monday Night Football, Bills versus Bengals game, Bills safety, Damar Hamlin, hurt, still feels unclear what exactly happened. He sits up in the hospital, and like I said, everyone is just shocked, this game that the players love to play, go out there as a team and compete, and the fans, we love to watch it, just out the window now, as everyone just sits back, waiting to hear an update on Damar, and praying and hoping and just pulling for positive news. That's a clip from just some weeks back. It's going around out on social media. I was unaware, that Damar Hamlin was playing with a childhood friend, another member of the Bills secondary, Dane Jackson, cornerback. They've known each other coming up, and I didn't know they both went to Pitt as well. You heard him, he is living the dream, playing this game he loves to play. Again, this just all feels so crazy, It's crazy too. Comment everyone with your thoughts. The NFL, put out their official statement and everything, but, a lot of times those statements feel so scripted or robotic. You know what I mean? Comment if you feel me on that they feel so if they feel just so corporate. I mean, obviously we know the NFL is a big business and all that, but they just feel so void of emotion, like we got to get this out to the press. And I'm not trying to sit here and make this video and just bash the NFL and be all negative. It's not what I mean, but I will say, as I was saying earlier, it was shocking. It was good to hear that both coaches said we're not going for this, but it was shocking to hear that after, the timeout due to the injury, this horrible injury. Again, this is just terrible. As I already stated, all that stuff is out the window. Everyone just wants to see Damar Hamlin recover. Fans from all teams, as you see, they got together at outside of the hospital and held a candlelight vigil. Fans from the game, fans from home just showed up and said some prayers and gathered together. But it was just crazy to hear that, the NFL, the officials were getting the word to instruct the coaches. And I heard this on other reports. Like, this just wasn't, some stuff floating around that originally they told the coaches, okay, the ambulance is off the field. You guys got 5 minutes. Get your players together.
His vitals are back to normal, which is good. But, I mean, we were watching the game tonight and watching it all unfold. It made me feel emotional and terrifying to see the players in the field get really afraid and emotional. And I think it was the right choice for them to postpone the game tonight. It took a long time for them. And let's not forget, the NFL decided that they were going to take 5 minutes after watching their player on the field, get CPR. They said, okay, regroup 5 minutes, and then they're going to play again. And then the coaches on both sides and the players on both sides said, no, absolutely not. So credit to the players and the coaches on the field. I'm glad the commissioner, Roger Goodell, ended up making the right decision, but it was just terrifying. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, and we don't know the ultimate decision and where it came from. I'm sure Roger Goodell had a call with the coaches, and it was probably up to the players. We don't know for sure, but obviously the right decision.
Get their heads in the game and let's go. And both head coaches just said, no, we're not doing that. And, the game ended up being called. It's like I said, I'm not just trying to go in on the NFL and just talk a bunch of ish and all that, but it's just like, man, that's just don't feel right. We know what we saw out there right away. Again, as I stated earlier, from the emotions on the players' faces and just everything, that this was very, very serious, very, very critical. You know what I mean? And officially it goes down in the books as the NFL said, okay, game's canceled, postponed, however you want to refer to it. But really, the coaches made that decision. You know what I mean? But all the players just overcome with emotion, and we see a couple Bills here. One current Buffalo Bill. I mean, you see everyone out there was praying and consoling each other, but one current Buffalo Bill and one Bills legend, Andre Reed and Matt Milano here, both have took to social media to reflect on Damar's injury, and you see Matt Milano just said, "Sending good energy and healing to my brother." And then also Andre Reed says, "Rare, but a loss for words." Truly, guys, loss for words, right? Fans banding together in solidarity for Damar Hamlin. Stefon Diggs, who, earlier we all saw he made it right over to the hospital. And, as reports indicated, they just didn't let him in. He said, "No, I got to go see my brother in there." Reed says Stefon Diggs, a real one, going to the hospital. People donating to Damar's toy drive. This restores my faith in humanity. Let's we be more like this in 2023. Remember what really matters in this lifetime. Damar Hamlin, may God be with you in this time of need. You're an amazing young man. Bills Mafia, NFL, Buffalo family. And, that was something I saw earlier. It's like just crazy and terrible what happened. And then you go back and you see that clip from the beginning where Damar Hamlin is talking about living the dream, playing with his childhood friend, with Dane Jackson. And someone shared with me earlier his toy drive, which exceeded what his goal was, and was doing this before being a pro athlete, and has continued to do this. It's a major thing, and that is amazing, just cool thing that he does, to spread cheer to the less fortunate, and between everything we see going on and the fans and teammates just all wishing Damar Hamlin well. May God bless this young man and heal him. Like really, when we saw this earlier, it's just terrible. And in times like this, it sounds so cliche, you know what I mean? But what really matters in life, what Andre Reed was saying, and what I was just saying in the beginning about how much everyone, players, fans, love the game of football. None of that matters, life and doing good unto others and things like that, and your loved ones, that's all that really matters. It's crazy. Again, I know it sounds cliche, but when horrible things happen or a tragedy strikes, this really becomes more clear, but then in the hustle of everyday life, we forget these things. But I guess that's just human nature, but I don't know, guys. I just wanted to tap in with this update. Again, Stefon Diggs, Andre Reed, Matt Milano, praying and hoping and supporting Damar Hamlin, and just hoping that there's a positive outcome, and having faith, as well as again, everyone else, all the other teammates. We saw that out on the field, the opposing team, the Bengals, everyone at that candlelight vigil. Let's just continue to pray and put positive wishes out there, man. And may all that good energy put out into the atmosphere help heal Damar Hamlin. I don't know. I'm a spiritual person. I really believe in that kind of stuff. But everyone comment, share your thoughts, share those positive vibes, and get well, Damar Hamlin.
My mom, my dad, my little brother, like that's pretty much my whole world. Outside of any other thing going on, my life revolves around them. Like I don't really do too much without my mom and dad's opinion. whether I take it or whether I don't, but sometimes I just want to hear it, It's just how I was raised, and that's just something I'm big on. So that's